So this is a very small, simple program demonstrating the interface. So we have an interface. What is that interface name? Interface name is language, right? In one key rule for an interface is interface should not have function implementations, right? If you have the implementation, it will give you an error that is abstract method do not specify a body. So this is an abstract method. So what do you mean by abstract? Abstract is nothing but where I do not have a implementation for that particular function. A function will have just a declaration. So what is function declaration? This is how it looks. Return type, everything will be there, but it does not have any body, right? So we end it with a semicolon, right? The next comes is we have some class over here. So what's the class name? Programming language. And this programming language needs to get the particular function that is of interface, right? So this programming language class should use this function. You might say, sir, why do I need to implement an interface? Instead of that, I can give the straight method over here. That's where the challenging part lies. If in case I need to use the concept of multiple inheritance, it is not possible using the extends keyword, right? So interface is used as a backup for the multiple inheritance. So multiple inheritance, how we can achieve? Multiple inheritance means what? Means I get the information from two particular base classes, right? I can access the method and variable from two different base classes. That is called as multiple inheritance. Multi-level inheritance we have already seen before. All right, I think we have cleared on it. So here we have a class, programming language, implements language. So what is this language now? Language is an interface, right? Language is a interface. So language is a interface. Then class programming language implements language. That means this language is what it looks, it understands that language is an interface. Okay. If language is an interface, the first thing is whatever the abstract methods which we have to give the implementation, right? So what exactly is the function name which we have here? Void get name, some parameter here. So get name is a abstract method. So how do you know it is an abstract method? It does not have a body. So one thing is I need to get it. I need to give the implementation for these methods, right? So this is what will happen if I don't have any abstract methods. It will just be a normal method. This method will again not be it will just be a normal method, right? If it is an abstract method, then we have some errors which we'll be looking into. So whenever you inherit a abstract methods, then it is your duty to give the implementation. Got it? So this is one problem which we have. In turn, we can call it as a problem. It is one advantage because whenever if we have more number of methods here, if we have more number of methods, let's assume I have like 6 particular, right? So if we have different methods, it's a duty of whoever is implementing to take care of everything here, to take care of all the methods. Unless until you take care of it, it will not help you or it will not give you, right? So if you can see here, I have a particular error. It is giving it as multiple markers at this line, and we have some 6 different type of marker errors, right? So you can actually go with the error and implement those methods too. right? So we have unimplemented methods. Once, if I give a click, whichever abstract methods is there, for every those abstract methods, I'll be getting a unimplemented method. So if you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the get name. Whatever the first thing which you had from there till end, everything will be taken care of. Right then, so this is one way of getting it. Now here, our programmer will get to know which are the methods, which are the abstract methods which have not been taken care of. All right. For now, you understand this as what an interface does. All right. You might be having another question, sir. What if, what if I don't want to implement, let's say these two examples. If you don't want to implement these methods in this particular class, you should make this class again as a interface. You should make this class as a interface. All right. So unless until you're dealing with all the functions, it will be a normal class. If you don't want to give any of the implementation for two more, then this will no more be a class. It will become a interface. All right. I hope I've given enough information about it. So what we'll do is we'll just look into what this program is doing and we'll try to understand. All right, so I think this is where the normal program was. So execution of a program will start from main. So yeah, this is a main class, main, and we have an object created, and the object created of whom? The object has been created of programming language. So programming language. Always remember, this is different. This object name is different. Both are different. This is, and also remember that Java is a complete, depending on it's a case sensitive language. But case sensitive means what? That means capital letter and small letter have difference, right? So if I write a particular interface or implementing, right? So you're implementing from this particular interface, that is language. If I cannot use this L, capital L here, right? But still, you have to use it as a the cases, right? So be very careful. And always one tip is a good programmer will always use a capital case letter for the class names or for the interface to just distinguish between, right? To just distinguish between them. All right, so we are creating an object of programming language class. Okay, altogether we created an object for this class. Then I'm creating a memory for, or I'm assigning a memory for it. So now this language dot get name of Java, you're sending a some name as a Java because we're just accepting a string over here on the other side. So Java will be sent to this and the Java will be printed. This is very simple, but still the demonstration of with respect to the interface. So let's run. So once we run, okay, so what do we get? So programming language, that is name, the name is Java, programming language is Java. Right, so very simple and effective program for the demonstration of the interface. And apart from that, all right, so that's it with respect to the interface. Now we'll try to understand what the exception handling is and what does it say. So do we have any doubts here with respect to the interface, guys? All right, we shall move on. Exception handling, very important topic. Most of you might have not used, or yeah, of course, you might have heard about the exception, which will be created from the compiler side or from the execution part. But whenever we get errors at the time of compilation, That means it is called as syntactical error, right? Whenever that means your past regeneration or your respective syntax of that particular program is not according to the mark which we are looking for. If that is the case, then we call it as a syntactical or syntax error, right? So syntax error. These are the errors which we get it. Like I'll show you here if I have made any mistake by not giving any value. So something is happening, right? You have given it as a name, but you're asking me to print for NAE. NAE is not declared, right? So it is giving me that NAE cannot be resolved to a variable because I have not given any information about NAE, right? So this is called as a syntax error, right? Or if I don't give a semicolon here, so it gives an error. What does it say? You have not terminated properly. Probably there is a semicolon at the end of that particular statement. It is suggesting me, right? So compilers nowadays have been trained in such a way that it, it, it will be looking for a particular format, proper way of representation, and if you're not giving it, it will easily get to know that, okay, in other words, it is pinpointing you where exactly the error is. Is it not? Of course, it's not only with Eclipse, we have many other IDE which takes care of autocorrecting it sometimes or suggestion which it gives, right, or the answers, right, or the help. We also have a help here, right? If you have any issues, we can always get the help from this IDE too, right?